Drag on is when
Oh,
something is continuing for a long time. It's getting very boring, and you're suffering through it. You don't like it. It's lasting for too long.
yeah, suppose. Yes, yeah.
All right. Have you seen that before, Mohammed? The phrasal verb drag on.
I thought drag is when you drag someone in fight. That is when it's familiar to me in this context. When you drag someone from his clothes.
Oh, like this. Okay. Yes. Let me just show you. Let's review this for a minute because it's pretty useful. So the picture that I was showing earlier is this one. I think this is a very good example. Let me just bring this up. So Mohammed, can you see the animation that I have up on the screen right now?
Yes,
Is
yes,
that what you meant?
yes.
Yeah, dragging. Okay, if you just have the verb drag, it's a very useful verb, actually. It means pulling something heavy. That's really
Okay.
what drag means. It means like, because if something is not heavy, you can put it in your arms and you can carry it. But if it's too big or too heavy, you have to pull it like this, right? Do you understand?
Yes,
That's
yes.
drag. That's just the verb drag. But we're talking about a phrasal verb, drag on. And a phrasal verb is almost always different from the original verb. Okay, there's something special or different about it. So drag on is completely different from drag. Drag on means something is lasting a long time and it's very boring. You're suffering through it. You're suffering through the time, through its duration. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes.
So, Mohammed, can you read the example sentence that I have up on the screen? What does it say?
The movie dragged on so long that I almost fell asleep.
What does that mean? The movie dragged on.
It was a boring movie,
Very boring movie
so
lasting a long, long time. Too long. Too long.
yes,
Okay, so the meaning is pretty clear.
yes, it's clear.
Oh, what do you think about the meaning of drag on? Would you say that it's abstract or literal?
Abstract.
It is abstract. You're right. And when you have an abstract meaning for a phrasal verb, you put all the emphasis on the verb. So how will you pronounce those two words together, dragged and on?
Dragged on.
Dragged on. Dragged on.
Drag, dragged on.
Okay. So that's the word that we'll emphasize. We'll put all these words together and we'll say the movie dragged on.
The movie dragged on.
Pachu, can you say that? The movie dragged on.
The movie dragged on.
The movie dragged on. Pachu, what are the
The
next?
movie dragged on.
That's right. What are the next four words in that sentence?
So long that I.
Okay. Now, in that phrase, so long that what would you say is the most important word?
Uh, so.
You're right. So it's not so, it's so.
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 So. All right. So now what we have is the movie dragged on so long that
Mhm.
The movie dragged on so long that I.
the movie dragged on so long that say it again.
The movie dragged on so long that I.
Okay, Mohammed, can you say that? The movie dragged on so long that
The movie dragged on so long that I.
Okay. that I. So long that I.
So long that
Okay.
I
Now, Mohammed, the final three words. What are the final three words of that phrase?
almost fell asleep.
What would you suppose is the most important word in that phrase?
Asleep.
Sleep.
Well, if you have an adjective or an adverb, it will probably be the adjective or the adverb. Do you see any adjectives or adverbs in that phrase?
Uh, almost.
Almost, almost. So let's make that the most important word. Which syllable will get all of the special attention?
Almost.
Yeah, but which syllable gets all of the attention?
Almost. First syllable.
Almost asleep.
Sorry. So,
Hello.
so, sorry, Mohammed, I was writing a message. But so which syllable can we emphasize? All or most? Which one?
First syllable. Almost.
Almost, the first syllable.
First syllable.
That's right, the first syllable. So we have almost fell asleep. Almost fell asleep. Can you say that, Mohammed? Almost fell asleep.
Almost fell asleep.
Okay. So the movie dragged on so long that I almost fell asleep.
The movie dragged on so long that I almost fell asleep.
Okay, great. Pachu, can you say the whole phrase, the whole sentence?
The movie dragged on so long that I almost fall asleep.
Fall or fell?
As a fell asleep.
Fell asleep. Say it again.
The movie dragged on so long that I almost fell asleep.
The movie dragged on so long that I almost fell asleep.
The movie dragged on so long that I almost fell asleep.
That I almost fell asleep.
That I almost fell asleep.
Okay. Mohammed, can you say that again? Just one more time.
The movie dragged on so long that I almost fell asleep.
Mohammed, how many phrases can you divide that sentence into?
Two phrases.
Okay, what
First one will end at long.
okay. And the second phrase is that I almost fell asleep. All right. Now, how would you like to sound in this sentence? Would you like to sound serious or happy?
Uh, happy.
Happy? Okay. So, how will you say the final two words in that phrase?
With high voice.
Okay. We'll start high, but we'll finish low because most phrases end low. So we'll have to change this to low. So this would be so long. So long.
So, so long.
So long. So long. Pachu, can
So
you
long.
Oh wait, okay, wait, let's but how will we start the phrase?
Me or Bachu.
You, Mohammed, sorry. I got confused.
Uh, uh, Hi.
Hi. Okay, so we'll say the movie dragged on so long.
The movie dragged on so long
Okay, Pachu, can you say that phrase? The movie dragged on so long.
The movie dragged on so long.
Okay. And Pachu, how will you want the next phrase to sound? Would you like that to sound serious or happy and nice and friendly?
So make it happy.
Okay, you want to sound happy? So we'll do let's do this. Let's make this high for the happiness, but we always want to finish our phrase low. So
Yes.
fell asleep. Fell asleep.
Fell asleep.
Fell,
Fell asleep.
fell asleep. Fell asleep. Okay.
Fell asleep.
And how will we start the
Yeah.
phrase? Will we start it high or low?
Is a high.
Mm-hmm.
High.
All right, because most phrases will start high. That I almost fell asleep.
That I almost fell asleep.
Yeah, you know what? This gets high all the way to the end almost. So let me.
Yes, yes. Some people also saying that I
Mm.
am going high at the end.
Yeah, but here we want to be high at the end, but we still have to finish low. So fell asleep. Fell asleep.
Fell asleep.
That I almost fell asleep.
That I almost fell asleep.
The movie dragged on so long that I almost fell asleep.
The movie dragged on so long that I almost fell asleep.
Mohammed, can you say that? That I almost fell asleep.
That I almost fell asleep.
The movie dragged on so long that I almost fell asleep.
The movie dragged on so long that I almost fell asleep.
Okay. Uh, Mohammed, can you make a why movie drag on so long question?
Uh,
Why movie drag on so long? How will you make a question?
why did the movie drag on so long?
The movie or the movie?
The movie.
Okay. Make the question again.
Why did the movie drag on so long?
Okay. Why did the movie drag on so long? Okay. And what is the most important word in that question?
The question mark.
Why?
The question
Why? Right?
why? Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
How will you pronounce why plus did plus the?
Why did
Why did the? Why did the? Why did the?
why did
Why did the movie drag on so long?
why did the movie drag so long?
Not drag. Drag is something different. You have to say drag on. You have to use both words.
Why did the movie drag on so long?
Why did the movie drag on so long?
Why did the movie drag on so long?
Pachu, can you make that question?
Why did the movie drag on so long?
Okay, you made a mistake in your question. Can you try again?
Sorry. Why did the movie drag on so long?
Why did the movie drag on so long? Okay, let's say the answer is because it was boring. How will you answer that? The movie drag on because boring. Say everything.
The movie dragged on so long because of boring.
Because it was boring.
Because it was boring.
Because it was. Because it was.
Because it was
Because it was.
boring.
Where's the accent in that phrase? Because it was.
Because
Because.
because
And then it was is nothing. Because it was.
because it was
Be-
because it was
because it was boring.
because it was boring.
The movie dragged on so long because it was boring.
The movie dragged on so so long because it was boring.
Mohammed, why did the movie drag on so long?
because it was boring.
Because it was boring.
Because it was boring.
The movie dragged on so long because it was boring.
The movie dragged on so long because it was boring.
Okay. All right. Pachu, have you seen this word
Uh,
before? Let's move on to our final